Welcome to Story Station, everybody, with Words Alive. My name is Sandy, and let's get our bodies ready to read. Here we go. Get your eyes ready, get your circles, put them up to your beautiful eyes, and open them wide so you can be a picture detective and see all the great pictures today on our story. Next, let's pinch our fingers, put them close to our voice box, and open up our throats really wide so we can yell out and talk about all of the interesting characters and the problem that might happen in bunny cakes. And last but not least, let's get we did our eyes, we did our mouth. What else do we need? Our ears. Get your ears with your C's right back over there and turn up the volume so you can hear me. All right, now we're ready to talk about the parts of the book. Do you remember that song, To the Farmer in the Dow? Here we go. The title's on the front, the title's on the front. Hi-ho, biblio, the title's on the front. When we open up the book, we see lots of words. The author writes the words, the author writes the words. Hi-ho, biblio, the author writes the words. And the beautiful pictures. Today, it looks like the pictures are drawn with pencil and painted with paints. Who does that? The illustrator draws, the illustrator draws. Hi-ho, biblio, the illustrator draws. And do you remember what holds the book together? You've got it. The spine binds the book, the spine binds the book. Hi-ho, biblio, the spine binds the book. Well, bunny cakes. What do you think that might be about? Bunnies and cakes. I sure love cakes. Do you like cakes? Have you ever made a cake? Well, looking at this picture, I'm being a picture detective, and it looks like this bunny might be ready to make a cake. She's got an egg beater, she's got some milk, she has some eggs, and a measuring glass to measure out some ingredients. Do you remember ingredients are all those yummy things that you add to make something delicious? I wonder what you would add to a cake. It looks like she might add eggs, she might add milk. What else do you think she might add to a cake? Well, let's find out. She's going like this. I wonder what she's thinking about. What kind of problems do you think bunny cakes might have in this story? Do you think we'll be able to solve them? I wonder if she has everything she needs. Here's a great picture at the beginning that shows all the things that you use for baking. I see a spatula and butter and spoons and flour and a baking book, a knife and eggs, more eggs. Oh, these are uncracked and these are cracked. Vanilla, a mixer to beat everything up. Looks like these might be special cake pans. And this is a rack. And there again is the measuring cup. Let's see if she's going to use all of those things. Bunny Cakes by Rosemary Wells. And we want to thank Simon & Schuster for allowing us to read this book with you today. I know you're going to really enjoy it. So be a picture detective and look and see what is happening here. My goodness, two bunnies. One seems to be digging in the dirt. I wonder how come. Well, it was Grandma's birthday, and Max made her an earthworm birthday cake. Yum! Would you want to eat an earthworm birthday cake? I don't think I would, but maybe if you're a bunny, you would like earthworms. No, Max, said Ruby's sister. We are going to make Grandma an angel surprise cake with raspberry fluff icing. Raspberry. What kind of cake do you like? I love chocolate cake. Let's find out. Here they are. Max wanted to help. He didn't touch anything. Don't touch anything, Max, said Ruby. There he is. He wants to help out. Look. The beater's all ready. But then when you look over here, it was too late. Ruby sent Max to the store with a list that said, what do you think it says? EGGS? What did Max break? That starts with an E. Eggs! Oh, what a mess! Now Ruby doesn't have enough eggs, so Max has to go get some more. Max wanted red hot marshmallow squirters for his earthworm cake, so he wrote red hot marshmallow squirters on the list right underneath the word eggs. There he is. He's got his list and he's got a wagon to carry them back. And I think he might be somewhere special. Where do you think you would go to get eggs? Think it might be the grocery store? The grocer could not read Max's writing. Eggs, said the grocer, and he gave Max eggs. Oh no! Max didn't know how to spell his red hot marshmallow squirters. So I think he might be a little younger than Ruby. It looks like he scribbled some red, but the grocer doesn't seem to know what that means. Max brought the eggs home to Ruby. Don't bump the table, said Ruby. There's Max, handing the eggs over. She's got the beater going and the milk ready and the butter. Uh-oh, I think it was too late. What happened again? Did Max bump the table? Yes, it was too late. Ruby had to send Max back to the store with another list. You know what he spilled? Can you tell what it is? It starts with an M. M-I-L-K. What's white that comes in a bottle sometimes? It starts with a M. Milk! I think Max spilled all the milk. Oh no! Here he goes again. This time, Max wrote red hot marshmallow squirters in a different way right underneath Ruby's list that said milk. Be a picture detective. Can you see where he is? He's at the grocer again. Max hoped and hoped for his squirters. But the grocer still couldn't read Max's writing. Milk, said the grocer, and he gave Max milk. Oh no, he wrote it differently, but I don't think the grocer understands. Look at Max's face. How is he feeling? Do you think he might feel frustrated? Have you ever felt frustrated when you tried to write something down and nobody understood? That's a big problem. I wonder what Max is going to do. Let's find out. Max brought the milk home to Ruby. There's a yellow line on the floor, Max, said Ruby. You cannot step over that yellow line. Uh-oh. But when Max crossed the line anyway, over went this big red sack with lots of white stuff pouring out all over it. I wonder what it could be that you used to make a cake with. It looks like Ruby got out her pencil and wrote Flour. What can you make? If you guessed flour, you were right. Oh no! Poor Max has to go to the grocer again. This time, Max wrote red hot marshmallow squirters in the most beautiful writing he knew. Max almost could taste those marshmallow squirters. Flour, said the grocer, and he gave Max the flour. No matter how he wrote it, it just didn't seem to get the grocer's attention. What does it look like to you? I see some red and green and circles. I guess the grocer just doesn't understand. What would you do? Well, let's find out. When Max got home, there was a big sign on the kitchen door. Uh-oh. It was a sign with a picture of Max and a line through it. Max, the kitchen is no place for you, said Ruby. Ruby finished up her cake. There she is. It looks like she put in flour, she put in eggs, she put in milk. It looks like there's some butter there. Poor Max, do you see his ears? He's peeking out through the window. She baked it, and she cooled it, and she iced it with raspberry fluff frosting. It needs something else, Max, said Ruby. Ooh, what else do you think they could put on the cake? Do you have any good ideas? What have you ever put on a cake? Have you ever put some special words or decorations? I think that's what Ruby's thinking. Birthday candles, silver stars, sugar hearts, buttercream roses, wrote Ruby. Meanwhile, Max had a brand new idea. What do you think he was thinking? It looks like he might be ready to write something underneath all those things that Ruby wrote. What do you think he's going to do? I don't think he knows how to spell. What would you do? Let's find out. He drew a picture of red hot marshmallow squirters right on Ruby's list. He ran to the grocer. He could not wait. What do you think? Do you think the grocer might know what that means this time? The grocer looked. Birthday candles, silver stars, sugar hearts, buttercream roses, said the grocer. What's this? Why, it must be red hot marshmallow squirters. Hooray! He finally was able to read Max's picture. Ruby's cake looked just beautiful, and Max went out and put caterpillar icing on his earthworm cake. And you know what else he's going to put on? His red marshmallow squirters. And Grandma was so thrilled she didn't know which cake to eat first. If you were a bunny, which cake would you eat first? I think they both look delicious. It looks like the problem in the story was Max's, not Ruby's. Although Ruby did have some problems in the beginning, didn't she? She had a lot of problems with Max getting in the way of making her bunny cake. He had to keep going back to the store. But what was Max's problem? Do you remember? I think Max couldn't get across his picture drawing to the grocer, but he figured out if he drew his pictures just like the red marshmallow squirters that he wanted, the grocer would understand, and he didn't even give up. I think it took him 3 tries to get it right. And now Grandma was happy. It looks like Max solved the problem and Ruby solved the problem, that they both baked a cake for Grandma that she would love. I hope you enjoyed our story today. I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you for joining us from Words Alive. We'll see you at Story Station on tomorrow. Bye-bye.